Wither Casings, a Crossout video by Dangerously Incompetent. Behold, the Sky Raiders is almost upon us. Last day of Road to Singularity. And I have just sold all my engraved casings. That's right, all of them. Well, bar the 94 that I can't sell because the minimum sell is 100 casings. Now that might seem a bit daft, given that yesterday's devstream showed us that all the new parts in the new season, behold the Sky Raiders, require casings. The parts either require a rotor, or they are a rotor and they require either a fidget or a piercer, and those two, so the piercer needs casings, and you need the piercer for the fidget, and you need the fidget for the rotors, and the piercer for the rotors, and all the other legendary parts that aren't rotors, you need rotors for. Apart from the rare rotor and the special rotor. They don't need casings, but everything else needs casings. And with that dev stream, if we go to Crossout DB, we can see that is when the dev stream arrived. And whoosh, massive spike, doubling in price. Because engraved casings are not coming into the game. They haven't come into the game for a year. They were removed as a reward from Adventure Path with the Mr. Twister update. So if we're going to need casings for the new parts, have I gone mad? Why have I just sold them all? Well, stay with me and I'll explain my thinking. To explain why I've just sold all my engraved casings, I need to detail the 4 possible scenarios that I see moving forward for Crossout after Behold the Sky Raiders season lands. Scenario 1. Casings return as a reward for a regular battle that everyone can play and everyone can get. They come back in Adventure Path, and there's loads of them sloshing around, or maybe they come back as a reward for the new aviation modes, because now, like, Scrap Mission is now split into Scrap Mission Ground and Scrap Mission Aviation, where you can use the rotors. You can't use them in the ground one, but you can use in the aviation. So if you don't want to play with flying things, you don't have to, which is a thoughtful point. But anyway, casings come back. There's loads of them sloshing around. Everyone can get them. The price on the market plummets. I just buy them back for cheap, much cheaper than the 22 coins per 100 I've just sold them for. And I profit and I win. Marvellous. Scenario 2. Casings come back as a reward for a special event. Say the fighty one with a 3 bait. Oh, what's it called? It's on the leaderboards. Mayhem. Autumn Mayhem comes back. The devs go, aha, you've been wondering when you're going to get casings back. You want casings? We've given you casings back. You get them in. Autumn Mayhem. Now play that mode. Result, loads of casings on the market. Everyone can get them. Price comes down. I either buy them back cheap or I just play for them because I quite like Autumn Mayhem. But anyway, again, I profit and I win because I sold them on the spike and then I buy them back when the price plummets. Those are the 2 good scenarios, and scenario 2 I think is the most likely because we've been waiting for ages for casings to come back in, and they keep on being used as ingredients in the main season crafting, and we've also been waiting for ravens to return. If we look at the prices of things like the Corvo, not the Corvo. The Corvo is not very popular. We'll talk about median. That's popular, isn't it? It's over 1,000 for a special. Or even more, these ones. The Rift and the Contact, what are their prices doing? Oh, 200. I sold mine back in spring when I expected the ravens to return, and they've gone up. They've doubled more or less from that price. So we've been waiting a long time for ravens return. So maybe the 2 are going to be connected. Because I reckon the devs have been running down the amount of casings that are sitting around in people's accounts, because they were coming out of adventure mode, but they weren't being used for much. Apart, the fidgets and the piercers used them, but very little other than that, and people weren't spending them. Just loads and loads were building up, and the price was just going down and down and down until they said nope, they're not coming in anymore. And ever since then, the price has been going up. So I think that devs have been waiting either for the amount of casings in people's accounts to drop down to a certain level, or the price of casings to reach a certain level, and then they go, aha, here you go, you get them back as in a special event. Those are the two good scenarios. Good for the players and good for Crossout as a whole. Now the two scenarios that I fear. Scenario 3. Engraved Casings return, but they're behind a paywall. For instance, they're on the reward track of the season, but you can't get them unless you buy the Battle Pass. Or even worse, they're right at the end of the reward track, and you can only get them if you buy the Deluxe Battle Pass and +1 levels. That's a possible scenario. That's a way of squeezing more money out of Crossout players, isn't it? What have the devs and Targem and Gaijin been doing the last couple of years? Every update, they've turned the screw. The monetization is becoming more and more aggressive, and this is a way to monetize even more. Scenario 4, Engraved Casings don't return at all. The devs maintain the pretense, look, you can play for free, and you don't have to buy a battle pass, you can craft all these wonderful new parts. Where have they gone? Here they are. These wonderful new parts, but in actuality, you need, for this part, this Chronos, you need the Garida. For the Garida, you need the Piercer. For the Piercer, you need casings, and there aren't any casings coming into the game, so there's fewer and fewer casings. The price just goes up and up and up, and for most people, the only practical way of getting the new parts is going to be buy the Battle Pass and get an upgraded example of them from the Battle Pass, rather than being able to craft them when you're playing for free. And that's another way of monetizing. Push more people into buying the Battle Pass. Turn that screw. Squeeze some more money out of those whales. Oh, and squeeze the dolphins too. And the minnows. Ugh. Scenario 1 and 2. Everything's okay with the game. I sold my casings on the devstream price spike. I've profited. Scenarios 3 and 4, I've made a mistake selling my casings now, because the price is just going to go up and up and up because they're not coming in and the demand's there, and yeah. So I've lost out on coin, and I've got no casings left to craft the new season parts if I want to craft them. Well, I do want to craft them, but I won't have any casings to do it, and buying casings will be extremely expensive. So I've done totally the wrong thing. But in those two scenarios, I don't care anymore, because I've given up on crafting new season parts. Don't forget that there isn't only the casings as an issue for the new season's parts, the Behold the Sky Raiders parts. If we look at the dev stream again, and look at the petrol, they're petrol. So it's got the rotor, so you need casings for the rotor, and it's got the piercer in it, you need casings for that, and you need a pack-only part. That's the Guardian, which is in, if we look in the shop, it's the one with the Goliaths on it. Where's it gone? Don't say it's left the store as well. There it is. That's the one with the Guardian, Steel Shield. There, Guardians. Gets 2 Guardians in it. So, not only do these parts, need casings, they need pack-only parts. and there's a very limited supply of them banging around. I've got a stock because I stocked up, but I haven't stocked up on all the other ones. Like on the Hippogriff, I don't have any trombones, and you need casings for the rotor. And even worse, the argument. If we go to argument, there we are. Bang. You can't craft the argument, and you can't buy it in a pack. It's not coming into the game at all. At all. You used to be able to craft it in the season it came in, but once that season ended, nope, you can't make them anymore. Well, not unless you've got a workpiece or two, which not many people used those up long time ago. So where's he going to get it from? Oh, how convenient! It's in this overpriced pack. So you want an argument? Buy one here. For me, going on the free-to-play route, it's just not going to be worth crafting the new season parts. It's just going to be so ridiculously expensive. I probably won't be able to afford to do it. So I'm not going to get them. Well, at least I'm not going to get them until the next time they appear in a degrading event, which is going to be, at the current rate, at least 8 months before there's a degrading event. Because last degrading event, they weren't including the current season and the seasons before. It's like, it's a bit painful. It's such a transparent, grabby way of monetizing Crossout even more. And scenario 3 and 4 will demonstrate that Gaijin and Targem are willing to turn the monetization screw again and again and again until there's a massive player backlash and a catastrophic number of players leave Crossout and Crossout dies because of the queue times. Enough people leave, the queue times jump up, even more people leave, negative feedback loop, Crossout dies. And so I don't care that I sold my casings too early. I've given up. Given up on the new parts, and then probably Crossout is just going to die at some point in the near future with the continuing monetization. In summary, I either profit by selling my casings now, or it's time for me to stop playing Crossout. In that case, I probably will stay around, hang around, and play Crossout now and again, keep my eye on it, and make snarky videos telling Targem and Gaijin where they've gone wrong and how they killed the game, documenting the death of a freemium game, which would be a shame, because I have enjoyed Crossout over the years. Right, that's the end of that depressing video. Let's see what awaits us tomorrow when, behold, the Sky Raiders season lands, and we all find out how bad things are going to get. See you tomorrow. Ooh, I can't wait.